Today we'll continue our hunt for Yelan as time is running out and there won't be another vote character for quite a while. In this video I summarize all of 4.0 to finally catch up with content soon. Surely I will. So keep looking forward to a few more longer videos over the next few days and weeks to get up to date with the current content. So let's start with our journey to obtain Yelan. I started off with farming some materials for my weapons and characters because I was getting close to adventure rank 40 and wanted to be ready to ascend most of my stuff. To get some more XP as well as Primogems, I try to catch up with some of the stuff I haven't done yet, such as some domains and story quests. So I went ahead and started to do some domains. Some were pretty easy, as I was pretty over-leveled for them, as they mostly were for players who were still early in the game. Though there were also some which got pretty difficult, and yeah, we don't talk about that. Other things I did include more quests people normally do pretty early into the game, as they're unlocked very early on. First was Kaya's quest, which I had started at one point but never actually finished. I also finished Lisa's quest, which I had been upholding for quite a while as well, as I had no electro character, so I couldn't really complete her domain, and oh my god, please let me be that Abyss Mage. Anyways, completing the quest finally got me to AR40, meaning I was now able to ascend all of my weapons and characters once again. I also thought, hey, why not? And hear me out, do a temple now as celebration for reaching adventure rank 40. Surely Hoyoverse starts to think of me more like a long-term customer now that I'm AR40, and also finally completed the early game quests. I went to the wishing menu eager to get Yelan, and then it finally happened. I did a 10 pull with a 0.6% chance of getting a 5-star early, but I felt confident, and I only got a 4-star. To make things worse, I also tried rolling some artifacts later, and I only rolled defense. Yay, such a great game. To vent my anger and frustration, I went into the abyss to kill some poor enemies to also complete the 8th chapter of the Adventurer's Handbook. The next day started with farming materials for my Skyrider sword so that I could get it ascended for more energy recharge. You might wonder why exactly I would level up a Skyrider sword, and it was the only sword with energy recharge I had, okay? I needed an ER sword and I didn't have an alternative, so please. And even besides that, the 12% increase in movement speed and attack when using my burst is actually not too bad, okay? I hope you can understand my point of view now. So thanks. Continuing on, my main goal was obviously still to obtain as many Primogems as I could to obtain Yelan. So I continued exploring and completing Adventurer Handbook tasks along the way. Though getting as many Primogems as possible was indeed my main priority, I also still wanted my damage to keep up with the increasing world level, which meant I had to farm some weapon level up materials for my prototype Archaic and my Dialog as well. Okay, let me just say this. Whoever designed these stupid helitrals, you should get fired from Hoyoverse immediately. Like, why are the drop rates for their drops so abysmally low? Abyss, get it. Sorry. I unironically killed so many helitrals without getting any drops, and AR40 isn't even that low anymore. I mean, now at least you know why I hate helitrals so much, but please buff the drop rates, please. Well, I didn't play for over a week, and don't ask me why. I would like to know that as well, because we only have 4 days left to pull Yelan, and I really need her to progress, so why did I take a break? I may not know that, but what I did know was that I had to pace up the rate at which I gained Primogems, and by a lot that is. So I did what any person would do and decided I would 100% a whole region, even if it only was Mondstadt. To be honest, I don't know why I chose Mondstadt. Mondstadt is like one of the worst regions to get Primogems from exploration. The reason being, you get no Primogems from common chests, and the Primogems obtained from other chests are also lower compared to newer regions like Sumeru or Fontaine. So to still get a good amount of Primogems out of it, I of course went to Fontaine to unlock the map there and get all of the teleport waypoints. Yeah, I don't know what the one has to do with the other, but it happened, so don't ask. So I told earlier that I didn't play for over a week, and guess what happened during that week? A new month began, which meant we could get 5 Intertwined Fate and 5 Acquaint Fate from the Stardust shop. There was also a new event I completed, which also gave me some more Primogems after obtaining all of the event rewards. Oh my god, yes, Primogems. So after doing some more exploration and a certain incident, like I'm not gay. I'm not gay, but for I hate them, I would be. I was feeling it. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that today was the day I would rise to become Zhongli's husband, that already happened by the way, Alhaitham's boyfriend, and the day I would finally be able to continue the main story quest with the Yelan I would get from these pulls I was about to do. So I did my pulls, stared on my screen with anticipation for my long-awaited Yelan. My pulls just kept becoming less and less. I was getting nervous, but I kept on believing. I thought today was the day. I really did think so. There was no way we can end on a loss, right? As people say 99% of gamblers quit before winning big, and I'm no quitter. I will win big. These 4 pulls will graduate me from a gambler to an investor with the amount of 5 stars I'm going to get. So I started wishing again, and indeed, my feeling was right. The wish turned gold. The wish turned gold. My heart started racing and my cum started leaking. Why did I type that? Anyway, that did not happen. But the 5-star was real. It was there, but can we win our 50-50? I couldn't. All my hard-earned Primogems, where did they go? Just gone in an instant. I felt like I was one of the 99.9% of gamblers who quit before winning big. I felt like a gambler instead of an investor. I only had 4 days left and no Primogems in my pocket. My chat was obviously just laughing at me and nobody was on my side. Why? Why don't you believe me? Even though nobody was behind me. Wait, are we sure about that? We are clear. I did not want to give up. Giving up is just not like me. I'm just making lots of smaller investments on my road to winning big. True. So I was setting back up and went back to get more Primogems to fulfill my dream of getting Yelan and being able to finish the Inazuma story quest. Oh yeah, I obviously still geared Kiching because she actually isn't too bad with Dendro. So I will use her in the future. Only 2 days left to get Yelan. The clock is ticking and our time is running out. What? You're asking me where was the day before? Didn't you just say before that you only had 4 days left and now it's 2 days? What exactly happened during that day? What a silly question, my little friend. How do you expect me to know this? This was almost half a year ago. Okay, so it's been almost a year now. Do you know how long I procrastinated this video because it was just so much content to go through? Yeah, I actually don't know. I'm so sorry. Well, because I just got Kiching a few days ago, I started out with leveling her a bit. It seems with leveling up Kiching, the Genshin gods did have some mercy with me as I finally got a Favonius sword from some of the pulls I made, which was my first 4-star ER sword. I thought of this as a sign and went ahead and got my Mondstadt reputation level up to obtain the Mondstadt treasure compass to make my life easier while exploring. After getting Windward Highland to 100% shortly after, I also did a few single pulls again, but got just as many good pulls as Sayox gets good vermilion pieces, so none. Even half a year after writing this line, even now like 1 year after writing it. Like, what is he doing? The last day finally came and so did I. I only had a bit more than 9 hours to get enough Primogems for my pull. Now it was a very tight race against the clock. I meant clock. So I went straight to exploring again in hopes that it would get me these Primogems I so much needed. So if you already have Mondstadt at 100% exploration, you were probably at this point where you had Starfair Valley at 99% and thought you could now easily get to the 100% because it's just 1 or 2 more chests. But then you realize, wait, the sub-region is actually fairly large and there's also the stupid wind island in the ocean which still counts towards Starfair Valley. Sorry, I got a bit emotional back there. So you get a bit insecure, but you don't give up and continue searching in the hopes you soon find these last chests in this vast region. Do you know this feeling? Well, I at least do, but not at this account. I was lucky enough to be pretty close to the treasure, and after just 3 more minutes, I got the area to 100%, and now only the Bright Mountains were missing to get the whole of Mondstadt to 100%. In an attempt to get even more wishes, I also finally bought the battle pass for the first time on this account. This will, as already mentioned, provide me with some wishes instantaneously, as well as a good weapon for my new Kiching, whom I plan on using in my main team. So either way, I think I made a pretty good investment there for my account, whether these wishes actually get me to my desired goal of obtaining Yelan or not. We also got another event I could do, and I mean, we love events here. We get Primogems, and as a true free-to-play player, I would obviously never miss a single one. Well, after the event, I first ascended my Kiching to level 60 and finally fully completed the 4th floor of the Spiral Abyss afterwards. I also noticed that to fully complete Mondstadt exploration, I only needed to open a Shrine of Depths, and what better way to get the key than to finally complete Amber's domain I couldn't complete for so long. The reason being the explosive barrels I could not reach. At least I'm not as bad off with a hide as Shao. You might be thinking of how I would be able to reach these explosive barrels now if I couldn't reach them before, but let me tell you of Shang catching. I'm talking about catching. If you want to destroy something which is a bit higher, you can just use a skill to aim and destroy it, which is exactly what I did to then clear the domain and obtain our last shrine key to now open our last shrine in Mondstadt, and with that complete our exploration there at 100%. Over the next 6 hours I did not really do much else. I mainly did a lot of exploration in many different regions where I got Dragon Spine to 90% in the process, but I also got a few sigils in other regions which I could trade in for other rewards. I also managed to clear Chamber 1 and 2 of Floor 6 of the Spiral Abyss, though not in one go, but still. I cleared and got another 200 Primogems, and that is all that matters. So we were closing in on the end of Yelan's banner. In my last hope to get some more wishes, I tried to get some more exploration Fontaine, which gave me lots of Primogems, as well as Hydro Sigils. And that is pretty important because I was getting close to obtaining 3 wishes from the Fountain of Lucine, and I really needed them. I did all I could with my Fontaine exploration, but unfortunately it wasn't quite enough for the Intertwined Fate I wished I could have gotten. But at least we got 2 Acquaint Fate, which is better than nothing, I guess. So because time was really running out now and we were cutting in fairly close, I finally started what you all came here for to see. I started the summons for Yelan. But first, I quickly spent Acquaint Fate on the standard banner. I mean, what could I possibly get from the standard banner? Oh, wait, what? I got a Wolf's Gravestone? That's cool. I can definitely use that with my 2 Claymore main DPS. Yay. I really did not expect that. This is not what you and I came for. We came to Zhong's store. We came here to see Yelan coming home for good. To get me cured of blindness. What? I'm not blind? Shut up, nobody asked. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Our pull to get us salvation. To get us free from our suffering called Inazuma Archery Challenge. The time was upon us, so I started wishing. The first pull, nothing. The second pull, also nothing. That can't be right, I thought. But okay, maybe it's the third where it all comes together. So I did my third pull and still nothing. There must be some kind of mistake. An error in the system is clearly visible here. But no matter how much I wish, she didn't come home. It was a sad day, and with the last second of her banner passing, so did my last second. Yeah, I stopped playing Genshin for a few days. The following days, I repeatedly cried in a corner of my room and overthought my life decisions. How did it come to this? Why me? What could I have done to prevent this? And then it came to me. The enlightenment to guide me through my darkest period. The answer was simple. Start playing again and play more. So after a week, I slowly started playing again. I didn't play every day, but it was an honest new beginning. First things off, I started farming for character and weapon material, specifically for my newly obtained Kitching and Wolf's Gravestone. Thank God they changed this domain recently. I was literally going insane here. By farming for Kitching's materials, Chad also pointed out that you can buy some core lapis from a vendor in Liyue Harbor. Like what? Since when? And why didn't I know about this before? At least now I do know. Also, I got this notice when I wanted to do another quest and almost quit because who actually likes TCG? I would rather step on a Lego barefoot with every step while walking half naked outside at night for 5 kilometers during winter. But fortunately, I didn't have to do much to continue. Oh, and since we are already talking about torture, I started the Shrine Cleansing quest in Inazuma to unlock Enkanomiya. With Enkanomiya now unlocked, I finally started touching artifact domains to make my character stronger. Touching. I also almost forgot to do my weeklies again and quickly completed them. I really should do that more often. With a few strong artifacts, Chai was also just a measly peasant in the eyes of mine, though I quickly learned that he was actually still quite hard, just like me. With that out of my way, I leveled up my Wolf's Gravestone and called it a day. The next time I started with farming. The next time I started with farming artifacts again, and here's how that went. After which we did another event to get some more of these juicy Primogems. And with the juice powering me up again, and maybe my Wolf's Gravestone and my new Kitching, I was finally able to clear floor 6 of the Spiral Abyss, which motivated me to do a lot more exploration and finally farming more artifacts for my Kitching. Well, it has been quite a while, but here I am again. I'll try to get more videos out again and catch up with all of my series. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.